But there is one thing overall that we need to talk about, and that is the NBA Summer League, which is in unbelievably lit. And yes, I say lit for the second show in a row for people who say I'm not allowed to say it. I will say it again. And do you know who else is lit? Colin Sexton. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Summer League. It is July.
And desire.
This
now
is the
here's why they call
Colin Sexton is bringing to the table. He's rolling up the shorts. He's got the fists going. He's flexing. This is what we like to see out of Colin Sexton going against Josh Hart. Look at that defense. That is intensity to the highest level. And Josh Hart missed the shot. Colin Sexton has been so much fun to watch overall in Summer League this year. That's such a great clip. We'll bring it up again later in this segment. But let's go through my top 5 players so far from Summer League. Now let's start with number 5. It has to be John Collins. I know that there have been other players who played more games than John Collins did. I get it. Trae Young played more games than John Collins did. But John Collins was fantastic in the games that he ended up playing. His offensive game took a huge step forward. He looked more in control. He looked more confident. He was taking long-range jumpers. He had a great rapport going on with Trae Young. They were working very well off of each other. I am very excited for John Collins. I said when they drafted Trae Young that they have the perfect player already to build around in John Collins. I think he's going to be a multi-time All-Star. He just needs to continue his growth. He's slightly, and I say slightly, overall is what you would kind of consider as a modern-day big man down low. He's slightly undersized, slightly. 6'10", but he's thin. And I think he needs to bulk up a little bit more just to kind of have a more physical impact down low. But I've loved what we've seen out of his offensive game so far. He's definitely taken the next step, something that he needed to do after last season. All right, let's get to our next player on my top 5 players from Summer League. We got Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, SGA. And mind you, people, we do have some honorable mentions. They will be on my bench for my All-Summer League first team. So if you don't see players on here that you think deserve it, they still might be on my first team. They might just have made the bench. But Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is totally deserving of making this team. He probably was the biggest surprise overall from Summer League. I did not expect him to be so poised, under control. His feel for the game was unbelievable. The amount of passing he was making, his court vision, and his scoring ability came out of nowhere. This was a guy who I thought was going to have some serious issues scoring at the NBA level, and he proved me completely wrong during Summer League. And again, it is Summer League. I understand he's going up against kids and not grown men, and he will obviously have a different stat line in the NBA overall. But in Summer League, you're looking for very specific things. You're looking for potential, you're looking for explosion, and you're looking for poise. And I think we saw Shai Gilgeous-Alexander show all of those, and also he showed the ability to be an on-court leader, which is what the Clippers really need. They need a floor general. They need someone who can control the offense and call out some stuff on defense as well. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander going to the Clippers was a perfect fit. Him and Doc Rivers, match made in heaven. I love the pick when it happened. I'm a little worried about him as a player and his scoring ability in the NBA, but so far in Summer League, he has looked fantastic. All right, let's move on to my next top player, Wendell Carter Jr. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, the victory lap continues for Harris Rubenstein with Wendell Carter Jr. I told you he was going to be good. You people were coming to me saying, oh, the Bulls need a wing. Oh, this and that. Oh, Wendell Carter's just going to be, he's a boring player. No. Wendell Carter Jr. so far during Summer League has been so impressive. Rebounding, defense, scoring, passing, everything, shot blocking. He has looked fantastic on every single part of the game. The only part that hasn't looked great has been his jump shot, which is fine because he can work on that. And he also doesn't need to be a primary jump shooter. That's what Lauri Markkanen is for as a big man. Wendell Carter Jr. is going to be put around the rim to be your primary rim protector, your primary finisher, and the best defensive big man you have on the floor at all times. He has looked stellar so far in the couple of games that he played during Summer League. He has been everything that the Bulls could have asked for and more. Plus, I think a lot of his skills translate to the real NBA, not just Summer League. So Wendell Carter Jr. coming in here at number 3 on my top 5 players from Summer League. You have to admit, he has to be on this list at number 2. It is Kevin Knox, who has been just a revelation, I think is the correct way to put it for Summer League so far. He has been I would say the most exciting rookie so far in Summer League. His jump shooting, his athleticism, his explosion around the rim, his ability to play defense against multiple positions, which I did not expect, has really blown me away. He has played some solid defense at both the 3 and the 4. His jump shot looks great. His three-point shooting ability looks great. I knew that he could finish around the rim. It is great to see him do it against NBA caliber defenses. He has been fantastic. So much so that everyone is starting to write articles wondering if Kevin Knox is actually going to be the face of the Knicks and not Kristaps Porzingis. That is a overreaction of the highest order. However, he's looked great. And for the modern day NBA, you need wings who can score. And I banged the table about this for the Knicks when they made this pick. This was a great call. He is a modern day forward. He fits into what David Fizdale likes out of length and athleticism and scoring ability at that position. And he is going to be such a good player to fit next to the likes of Frankie Smokes, as well as Enes Kanter and Kristaps Porzingis going forward. I love the Kevin Knox pick when it happened. And again, just being proven right. And all you Knicks fans who booed Kevin Knox, shame on you. Shame on you for not giving the kid a chance before you made an interpretation on him. That's not very nice. But it would be very nice to follow me on Twitter at SportsTeam. We're trying to get me to 2,500 followers. Look, guys, the great Twitter purge did not touch your boy. That is authentic. That Twitter account is 100% authentic. 1,500 followers of some of the best people on Twitter talking about you guys who ask me questions all the time and constantly commenting on everything I bring out. We want more. Get me to 2,500 followers. Follow me on Twitter at SportsTeam, and I will answer any and all questions that you tweet at me. All right, let's get to our top player from Summer League so far, who is going to most likely win the MVP. It has been Josh Hart. He has been the best player in Summer League, bar none. Not even close. He has been so dominant for this Lakers team. He has shown leadership. He has shown three-point shooting. He has shown a scoring explosion that I frankly did not know that he was capable of. The dude dropped 37 points the other night. He was great last night. The war and the battle that he was having with Colin Sexton in the Summer League semifinals, that was the best Summer League game that I have ever seen. The Lakers and the Cavs last night was awesome. It was so much fun. They were hitting clutch shots. Billy Preston's hitting double clutch three-pointers to tie the game in overtime. Colin Sexton's playing shutdown defense on the Summer League MVP. Josh Hart fouls out with 10 seconds left to go, and the Lakers still win. Svi Mikhailiuk goes 5 from 5 in the first half, 4 from 4 for 3. It was great. That entire game was so much fun, and Josh Hart was a big reason why. He is my pick for Summer League MVP, and I'd be stunned if he doesn't end up getting it. I want to say one more thing. I've asked multiple people what their starting lineup is going to be for the Lakers next year. Is Josh Hart going to start? I'm serious. Is he going to start over Kentavious Caldwell-Pope? Like, don't you kind of have to start him? I don't know. The Lakers starting lineup next year is going to be really interesting. They have a lot of talent that they need to work through, but look, Josh Hart needs to be their primary six-man off the bench this year. His scoring ability is off the charts, and I think he is in line to make a huge jump next year as one of the best young players in basketball. So Josh Hart, my number one player from Summer League so far. So here, the great unveiling, my all Summer League team from this year. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, Josh Hart, Kevin Knox, Wendell Carter, and John Collins make up my first team, and the bench is basically my second team. DeAnthony Melton, Colin Sexton, Svi Mikhailiuk, Jack Cooley, the legend, the greatest Summer League player of all time. And then I also have Mitchell Robinson there at center, taking up my, second all-Summer League team spot. So at the bottom are the people in the honorable mentions who didn't quite make it. And at the top, that is my first Summer League team. First all-Summer League team that I'm giving out for this year. Look, people, this has been such a fun Summer League year. This has been such a great Summer League season, campaign, schedule, whatever, that we have Colin Sexton, one of the top 10 picks in the NBA draft. Look at the intensity on his face. This is a semifinal Summer League game in July. Look at that. He's flexing. He's pulling up the shorts. That is what we like to see. That kind of intensity, that kind of love, that kind of passion for basketball in the middle of July. These young players are going to carry this league to new heights. And I'm sorry, people. I know that we have a lot of NFL fans also watching this. the NFL's got to watch their back because the NBA has so much young talent right now that is ready to take over the sports world. But let me know in the comments section, who was the best player that you saw during Summer League? Give me a comment in there. Was it Josh Hart? Was it Colin Sexton? Was it Mitchell Robinson? Was it Svi Mikhailuk? Was it Kevin Knox? Who was it? So many great young players this year in Summer League. It was unlike anything I ever could have expected. I love Summer League, everyone. I've always loved Summer League, and I'm happy that it is finally getting the attention that it so deserves. But if you think that you deserve a little bit of attention here on NBA Weekly, we are doing a mailbag on Thursday. I already have some questions saved up from last week's show, and I want more. Tweet me your questions at SportsDean, or right now use hashtag HarrisBag in the comments to get your question asked or answered, I should say, live on camera on Thursday. Also, if you subscribe to us on YouTube, you can also give us a question in our community section where we will have another spot that you can ask me a question. Again, use hashtag HarrisBag to get on our mailbag episode for Thursday's show, of course, featuring me. Again, tweet me some questions at SportsDean. But that is going to do it for me today on NBA Weekly. Remember to subscribe to us here on YouTube for all the best sports content that you will find anywhere on the internet. And again, give me a follow there on Twitter at SportsDean. Also, give me a follow on Instagram at The SportsDean because someone already had SportsDean. But that's going to do it for me today. We'll see you on Thursday. Adios.